Welcome, blessings, long time no see. It's your girl, Artistic Souls Journey, giving you part 2 of my inspired creative design of Serena Williams. She was on the Time magazine, and I just love the profile of her face. I love the way the light was shining on her and all that other good stuff. So I decided to create something, and this is what I came up with. So I decided to go with black, white, grays for her skin tone versus realistic skin tone. Don't ask me why. That's what I went with. I started this last year. However, there were some things that I wanted to continue to work on to make it better. And I'm at that point where I can say I'm done. At one point in time, the shadow that was under her cheekbone was way too dark. And I decided to continue to figure out ways to work on that. I switched out my brushes to use more makeup brushes to get more of a blend that I was going for. Make sure you follow me on YouTube if you're not. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I sped this up for your viewing pleasures so that you're not watching a whole 40-minute hour video. However, if you would like to see that long video, I will put that up for you. And so I just really kind of worked on that. I had the image in front of me, on the side of me, and just kind of continue to go back and forth, adding a little bit of black, adding a little bit of gray that I used, warm gray and or neutral gray. And I've been thinking about adding hair to this image forever. And so I went to my local store to kind of find the hair that I was looking for, but I'll go back to that further in the video. So the jawline, right? Now when I'm looking at the image, certain things fade out, like the complete structure due to lighting. And I kept making the jawline circular, right? And that was not what I was supposed to be doing. It was supposed to be more straight and a little bit more angular from the way that I was looking at it. And so that really took forever for me to get it to the likeness that I would be okay with. Just continuing to go back and forth. Most of my brushes I get from Michael's Crafts. I purchased in store. Usually the set and always needs a filbert brush, a round brush, and a flat brush, and some really, really thin liners. And another brush is called the pointer. So I'm using that. I'm using my finger to try to blend some of the things and the colors that I'm using from the paint. The paint that I'm using is Blick's Basic for the majority of the painting, along with, like I said, neutral gray, and just working on the profile of her face. When I did the design or I drew her a little bit more different than what she is on the picture from the magazine. So I had to make corrections to get it to where I would be okay with, like, okay, I'm okay with this. Now, if you don't know, I love faces, but it's a little bit of a challenge to create. I don't create faces often. Over time, I've gotten better, learning whatever strategy would work best for me. I did not go to school for art, which is not a negative thing, because I believe I have more of a creative soul, spirit on the inside of me, willing to break rules that I didn't even know was a rule or a way of doing something, to find the best way that works for me. You know, so I try to draw the oval face and put the line down the middle or whatever, and that doesn't work for me as much as it should, maybe because I don't do it as often as I should. However, I see the growth in me being able to do that, or whatever style works best for me to get an image of a face onto the canvas. And I went with this red color. I felt like red would make the grays and the black stand out. Now, me deciding what hair I was going to use. At first, I was going to braid some synthetic hair straight braiding hair and put the rods in there, and then dip that in some boiling water, and then have some different neutral, have that color and then another color. So I decided to go with this pack of hair here. I love this hair. I love the coiliness and the kinkiness, but it's very soft. And yes, I do go to the store to buy hair for my paintings, for what I want to use it for. And it works well for me. People donate hair that they've had, that they've never used. They bought it and they're like, oh, I'm not going to do anything with it. You know, I'm like, oh, great, bring it on over here. I will find something to do with it. And so this hair I brought from my local beauty supply store in my neighborhood. And there you have that. So what I've decided to do is always take material and put it in the back of the canvas when I'm sewing on the canvas. One, because it allows the canvas to not rip. It allows the hair to be stuck onto something more secure. And because it's going through the canvas, through material, and back through multiple times to keep everything in place, I've found that this works best for me. And I've been using this method ever since my husband shared it with me, because I could use like felt material as well, but I had this material that was donated to me, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I saved it for a few years now, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I should use it. So I did. Pretty cool. And it's been working out for me ever since then. So I'm just trying to measure it in there to make sure that it is able to be in the area where I'm going to sew the hair onto the canvas. That's most important. The other spaces where the material is not, it's okay, because I don't need it there. But I want to make sure that I can sew it through the canvas, through that material, back and forth multiple times to get the hair to be in the space and design that I want it to be. So here you just see me flipping it over. I'm using a needle for sewing clothes, obviously. Canvas is material, and I'm just trying to hold it in place so I can get my needle through where I need to get it through to hold that first piece in place. And that's where the bulk of the hair is. So I kind of have a rubber band, and I put the rubber band in there, and I'm using weaving thread. It's kind of nylon-like thread. It's strong, durable, you know, because I'm pulling through the canvas and through the hair, and so I am maneuvering this canvas in different ways to allow me to be able to hold it and do what it is I want to do. Now, when I'm ready, completely ready, I am going to put either canvas on the back of that or the paper that's usually on the back of paintings, so that you don't see what you see now. I'm still working on figuring that out. Usually people will possibly get the paintings and buy a frame for it. You know, I just want to, you know, kind of cover that up so people don't see that. And you'll see this process for the next few minutes, just kind of holding it one way, another way, looking at it, seeing if I like how it's falling. If you want it to fall in a particular way, then you would sew the hair down in a particular way. If you want it to be more free, then you would do that as well. If you're liking what you see, make sure you give this video 2 thumbs up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so you'll see me going back and forth with this process. I am looking where I would like to place the hair, how I would like the hair to fall. And so you see the back of the canvas, you'll see the front of the canvas with the image on it, and I just keep repeating this process till I'm finished. Well, here is the finished product. I don't know, I would say I went with this like rustic background. I don't know, that's what it's come to mind. But I am excited about this outcome. It's been a long time in the making, and I'm super excited. I mean, are you ever finished? Probably not, but I am stopping here. And I love the hair. It is soft. I love this hair. I purchased this hair before. I've used it in another painting. And again, somebody could, a lot of my pieces, get the frames. And here it is. Let me know what you think.